Hey, social media family. I hope you guys are having a beautiful day and a beautiful um, Mercury retrograde weekend as well. And and today I just want to drop in and just really do a special video with you guys today. But before I jump into the subject, I want to, for those who are new to my channels, I want to introduce myself real quick. Um, for, for those who don't know me, I am Jay Harris, also known as James, for those who know me and my immediate family. Um, I am a wellness advocate that loves sharing health and wellness and spirituality, you know, in any way, shape, or form, whether it's be with essential oils, with when it comes to teaching about yoga or about different methods of spirituality, wellness, how to get in touch with our energy or really get in touch with our inner selves or find ways to really work on our health on a really daily basis. And today I'm going to, and how should I say this? Let me, I'm not going to start over, but I'll just say that I am a wellness advocate who loves, appreciates health and wellness, and I share my knowledge and help people get the tools to help them with their health goals, help them in their journey, help them on their journey of wellness, wellness and harmony, I should say. And I'll also link the channels below, to my personal channel as well. And I have Kirk213 is where I post any content that really comes to heart, whether it be from video games to really health and wellness. And I'll also post a link to my channel about, what I do for what I do as well for my everyday work. I don't really call it work. It's like a really passion of mine, and it's not necessarily like it is work, but it's like more fun work, I should say. I just help people with their health goals, and I share the tools that can help them do that. And if people, but and with the YouTube channel I have called Blissful Heroes. I on that channel is a place for everyone that really wants to create beautiful connections and relationships with themselves, with other people that they love in their communities or in their families or with their soul tribe, their friends or colleagues, and with their environment too, as well as the places they live or the places they visit or the planet we live on. I mean, those are for everybody who wish to create absolute beautiful connections. I'll link that channel to you as well in the description in this video. And today, I'm just going to jump into this. I'm really going to jump into a subject that's really touchy and which people want to jump in before. I might get some some flack about it. And, some people might unsubscribe from me. Some people might subscribe to me. I might get some flack about it, get some negative comments, get some really hateful comments. I probably will. Or really just any feedback. And I'm totally okay with that. I'm not trying to hear to satisfy my own ego. I'm not trying to say I'm like trying to prove a point a finger like, yeah, I knew it, I was right all along. I knew it. That's not the intention in this video. I just really want to address something that's really crucial and this really needs healing in this world, and especially for us, as people, not like individuals, but humans on this planet. and especially, especially men and women as well. And I think you guys might have heard about this, but there's this documentary about a certain singer who's been not with us on this planet for about 10 years. And I think you might have heard his name. His name is Michael Jackson. And as well, people don't know he's the king of pop. He's a cultural icon. He break down barriers of pop culture music and during the 80s and 90s and in the early 2000s. And sadly, he was gone from us in the late 2009, June 26, I believe. Just had an accidental overdose. And as many people already know, he dealt with a lot of stuff, but there's so much. There's such a cool, beautiful vibe about this man, and not just me saying it as a fan. Let me say this. When I was 6 years old, I can remember my mom having that VHS cassette tape of Moonwalker, just like fresh new Moonwalker from 1988, I believe. And she told me the stories when I was little and was a baby. She would always play that tape for me and my sister, and we just watch it on TV, and we just, it just helps us calm us down if we ever just like having our moods where we just deal with a lot, or just we're moody, or we're hungry, or we're sad, and just from the memories of what of just like watching Michael in the first time ever when I was a kid. I was probably 6 at the time, or 7, just watching the man first time. I was just amazing and awed. Not just like more of his talent, because he's a definitely talented singer, dancer, and he learned from the best, such as James Brown, Fred Astaire, Elvis, you name it. All the greats from the past, past musicians who are on top of their class, who were just a pinnacle of their class. I just can't name any names right now, but I know one of them that he loves and inspires to be the most was James Brown. I can totally remember that because in my family history, I had a dear uncle who was no longer with us that passed before I was even born, just like a few days before I was born, actually, or 3 weeks, I should say. That really was a really big James Brown's fan. And they used to call him Payback, back in the day. And I just hear the stories, and because he listened to one song over and over and over again called Payback by James Brown. And it just really dawned to me, because like I remember singing with Michael, and one of my favorite songs from him, and I still listen to it every now and then, is called Smooth Criminal. And one of them, Smooth Criminal, Dangerous, and oh man, there's so many songs I know about Michael. It's just like those two stand out to me because they really vibe to my inner child and my inner soul. I should say, especially Smooth Criminal. That was actually one of the first music videos I ever heard, and this is really a beautiful masterpiece of a video. The timing, the dance choreography, the music, the rhythm, the songs, the melody, just the beat. It was just awe-inspiring. It was just so rich, so classy, so beautifully expressed. And I talk, as people who know me, I'm a very spiritual person. I don't belong to any religions. Any religion. I was raised Christian, I should say, and I have some, I have to admit I have some Christian values, but after, I think that all changed in 2009. And like, as of the year, the time when I was in Virginia, I was just going to church. I was going to my uncle's church. And I just really, I loved how he expressing the word of God, so to speak, and just really talked about, didn't really pay attention to what he was talking about. I knew he was talking about God and just about family, and it was just really cool. It was really cool. But at the same time, I, it's not, that what, it was right after it was church. It's just why I saw there, it's what I saw outside the church when it was done. Just that really changed my viewpoints on religion. And just like, it's not like it didn't really resonate with me. It's just like I seen people who say they love God, but they still treat others, with disrespect and this harm, or it just all just kind of all craziness, so to speak. And when I saw that kind of actions from people who, I thought were just living a really godly, really spiritual lifestyle, it just really put things in my, like, made me think about stuff, not just like in my mind but in my heart also. And just really, from that day forward, I learned to become more spiritual and just not instead of religious, because and I still have a lot to learn about spirituality as well, and especially the work that I'm doing. But anyways, get to the story. I was just really amazed how that day forward, I was just blown away by how much how religion is so one-sided, because sometimes people preach the word of God, but sometimes they ridicule others and what they believe in. And to me, I accept people for who they are, regardless of what spiritual beliefs they have that are different than my own. If someone who was a Mormon, and if I say I'm a Christian, I accept them for who they are as a person. But if they start to really just bring down others' self-worth or individuality because they have different spiritual beliefs, I ain't gonna roll. I ain't gonna vibe with them anymore. This won't cut it. But anyways, getting back to the story of Michael, when when I heard about when it comes to this documentary called Leaving Neverland, I should say, I could tell you, like, as a fan, I'm not like the crazy MJ fans, and MJ attests to this. Like, he has some crazy fans, and I agree. Like, I'm totally a fan. I just admire the man of what he stands for when it comes to peace and harmony and on this planet, especially in our relationships with ourselves, ourselves, and our environment. And really, excuse me. Really, what Michael was stiff for all about is just peace and harmony and just beauty out there in the world. And just what I really intended to do in this video was just to really prove that I believe Michael's innocent. I know he had a rough childhood, growing up with a house full of brothers and a few sisters, a lot of them in Gary, Indiana. I know there's a dad who was rough on him from the start when he's young, just using him as a resource, just, over and over again, like a cash cow, I should say. He had a rough, I know in life nobody's perfect. We all have our challenges when it comes to our childhood as well. And especially me too. There are times when I'm going to say a personal story, that there was a time when my parents were split up, and to be quite honest with you, I never thought that they were gonna get back together. Because if they didn't, I mean, I would have been kind of devastated. Like, what happened if my mom was away or my dad was away from me? And just like, that kind of stress in my heart, in my mind, in my soul, it just really eats away at you, because like those are your parents. I mean, they'll do anything to love you. And because I was young at the time, I was probably like 6 or 7 years old, just going to kids' school, just doing my thing. I could really just feel I was trying to really make friends and really just endure school, life at school. Um, I remember during my childhood, I can remember really being so abundant with my energy. I can really, if I ever make friends, I tend to really share things that I have to friends that I really care about. Like for instance, if I had like a ice pack, or I should say, or just like a bunch of chips or candy, I'm willing to offer and share with all my friends. I wasn't really selfish kid at all. I was really abundant and really just giving with my energy and my stuff I have. People gravitate towards that as well. And sometimes some of those kids probably take advantage of my kindness. And, and during that time, I didn't really know how to really just, how to put that kind of healthy boundaries, so to speak, when it comes to, share my energy and resources. Not say resources, but like the stuff I had as a kid. Because sometimes when you're young, you're in the developing stage of life. You're learning how to just become who you are. And when I look back at my childhood now, it's just like it's amazing how much challenges I have. Just like people, I have had that kind of pain where people just took advantage of me, of my abundant energy, and it's just like taken away, taken away, taken away, taken away. It's just like it turned me to this really angry kid. And there's a time when my dad told me, I just totally forgot. I was really an angry kid, and that probably stems from really them being split up for a time, and also just people taking advantage of my kindness and just my energy, just taken away, because like sometimes it's just like when something that you love dear, something or someone you love dearly is taken away from you, and you really hold precious. Like just like precious, or like also just what you value. It really hurts. And when you experience that over and over again, it tends to really wear down your energy. It can really wear down your energy, and also really makes you feel a certain way. And with me in my childhood, it really made me feel kind of angry as well. I had like a lot of anger issues about that. So I could really when I really look back at that and just really think, and doing this healing work right now, and just really just looking back and how I felt about that, I was just really hurt at the time, just because everything was probably taken away from me at the time. But also, what is so different about that, my childhood as well, I was actually somewhat spoiled, believe it or not. Our parents were really, when during their split, I should say, I'm not gonna say their names, so I'm just gonna protect my family's information out there. Whoever those who watch my personal channel or my Blissful Heroes channel, I'm not gonna say my parents' names, just out of respect and honor of my family. I will not display any information about them, but I should say like when it comes to us, like me and my sister, they always do their very best to really just make us happy any way they can. And that's what's so also beautiful about it too in my childhood. I remember just really I remember so much during Christmas going to my mom's apartment where I just get so much toys. I had so much toys in my childhood. I should say, I remember getting so much toys of like, I was a big fan. I don't know if you guys like, if you're a 90s kid like me, grew up in the 90s, the whole era. You guys ever watched a show called Hercules, The Legendary Journeys, or Xena? I was just really a big fan of that. Like most of the kids I knew back in the day, they were really into Power Rangers, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Gargoyles, X-Men, Spider-Man, the Avengers, you name it, Fantastic Four. Oh my gosh, the 90s were a beautiful time to really just, as a kid, get into action figures, get into video games. It was such a beautiful time to really just, oh, it's just like being a kid. I just remember, I have so many beautiful times of just had watching my favorite shows like cartoons and really getting the action figures from the cartoons that I watch. And for me, of like parents when they were split, I I remember getting some stuff that I really wanted to get, like with Hercules, like say with Hercules, because that's my main dude, and I still love the show to this day. And there's a show starring Kevin Sorbo. Shout out to him. I know you guys how you feel about Kevin Sorbo, and to me, he's a cool guy. I mean, with the political views, he explains, and his Christianity, that's cool too. I'm not gonna hold him against him about that, because I just look at the person's character, and to me, Kevin Sorbo was a really cool guy, and I wish him nothing but his family nothing but the best. And just I remember about getting watching the Hercules show. It's just like his character I can relate to him because there's this guy. He was a son of a god. He was a half mortal, half god, and he has a mom who really just cares about him, but they're split. They're not together, but they always have a way of just like being there for his son, especially his mom, Alchemy. And with Hercules, he's just like growing up life, just curious about his family. I mean, not just like his mom's side, but also his dad's side. And with like Zeus, I used to say, there's episodes like his old episodes, like in 1992, where Zeus like intervenes in his son's life and tries to be there for him. And it's really cool, because like I can relate from that. It's just like how my parents are when they're split, and they be there for their kids. They try to do their very best to be with their kids and all that. Just being there, just like taking them, play with them. Getting their being their taking their best interests as their own, or just um, really just get them gifts that they love. And with me in my childhood, I can relate to that. Hercules' childhood and to mine. I really got some cool action figures from Hercules. I remember getting like a certain ones editions. I never really got the Ellis action figure. I really as a kid. Cause I was really trying to find it, but I really couldn't find it. I remember getting like a bunch of Hercules figures as well as Xena as well, believe it or not. Because I love Xena, because she's a woman. She's a beautiful woman, but also her character is really unique. Because like she was kind of like Wonder Woman in a way, just like has a kind of her strong aura about her. It's just beautiful, strong, beautiful aura about her. It's like a really powerful feminine energy. And with Xena, I really appreciate her as a character as well, in the show too. But with Hercules, I can relate to, not just because he's a man, but he has a caring nature about him. And in that show, it's really different because like in the actual myth of Greek mythology and Hercules, he's really kind of a beast, not just say like a beast like he's a monster. He's really cocky, and he's really just like like a lion. But in the show, he's really caring. He helps people. In the show, I'm talking about in the 90s, he really cares for people, shares the stuff that he has with people, helps our community any way they can, he protects the one he loves. And with that, I really gravitate towards Hercules and his character, and that's why I put him in when I was a kid. I put him above, like, even Superman, believe it or not, too, because Superman was my second favorite. And with Superman, he was just my dude, and this Kal-El from Krypton, and just like how he came from the planet that's far more advanced than ours. A civilization that's far more advanced than ours, and he really landed on this planet in just a really for a unique purpose. And I remember getting so much cool stuff from my parents too, and I try my best to earn it as well, because I didn't really act like I was a spoiled kid. I really, especially going to school, I always try my best to learn my math, learn my English, learn my science, do projects, be good, have good manners, and respect my teachers, do my best, have fun too. And especially with math, I was really good at multiplication and addition and subtraction. Some other stuff wasn't really, I don't use my logic brain as much, but when it comes to my imagination, that was really powerful to me, because I always tend to, when I was like acting bad at school, my head would be in the clouds sometimes. And especially, that probably makes sense, because like in this retrograde, the moon is in Pisces, and when people have Pisces moon in their chart, they tend to be really dreamy, and they go in the waters of their imagination. And to me, and that's in my actual birth chart as well, it makes sense. It all makes sense to me now. I can easily just go into my imagination into the other world like that. It's like no problem. Like, it's just right now. Shoot, if I could do it right now, just go into a really imagination state, I could really do it. In this video, I'm not going to do that, because I really want to share this beautiful message with you guys about healing our childhood wounds, as divine individuals. Especially for those who really had childhood trauma in their lives, whether somebody hurt you, abused you in any way, shape, or form, sexually, verbally, physically, or just like people who teased you, or people who disconnect you from what you wanted to do as a kid, your childhood energy, like essence, your soul, so to speak. And just really create this kind of space for those to heal, to really just to heal their childhood wounds, so to speak. Because getting back to the story of my childhood real quick, then to leaving the Neverland case. Also, I always had an awesome childhood, and with it comes to Michael, in his childhood, he had it rough. He never got to experience like what it's like to really just spend time with your parents, together at an amusement park, or just going to the park, or just really just have some father and son time in a really healthy way, or just have some mom and son time in a really healthy way. Just like spend time with your kids, and just like when I really realized that Michael really didn't have a really good childhood, it's just breaks my heart to really experience that. I never really cried about it, but I was always sympathetic about it. And I still am, because what Michael Jackson stood for was beauty, was absolute beauty, harmony, and just really peace on earth. And also just not just in our environment, but also within ourselves too, as human beings. He really wanted us to really raise our vibration off of this 3D stuff that's we experience on this planet. To really just connect to our childhood childlike essence. That's what we all possess as a man and a woman, to really just, enjoy life, what it, like, to connect to that childhood essence, to where it's just like you enjoy the stuff that you love to do as a kid, but also you're an adult, and when it comes to like tapping into your childhood like essence within your soul, it just really it just like it gets so much stuff. It really helps you elevate your energy in a really unique way, because sometimes when like we grow in life as an adult, what we tend to really just describe what we did as kids. It's just we put it in the past, and we just we lock it up in a cage, or we put it in a dungeon, or we just not in a dungeon. Let me scratch that. That's really wicked. We just like put it in a safe somewhere. I just say we just never look back at it, and just like we don't pay attention to it at all. It's like just a wound. It just sits there, just being ignored. And what Michael was trying to teach us, like he's like a mirror for, he's like a really big reflection, like a mirror, just like what we could look like, how we can, it's like he's like a, I don't know how I could explain this. I was really watching this a really good live video. It was a spiritual teacher named Ellis, and I'll link her video to this in this video as well. And she really explains this more better than I can, because she's been teaching spirituality longer than I have, and I give her so much credit for really doing this healing work, because when I was done watching this video, it really helped me heal some childhood wounds that I was just I totally forgot and buried deep within, and trying to totally forgot. And it really inspired me to really to get connected and deeply connected to my inner child, and just really express that, and not just with my words, but also with my actions as well. And I remember with my childhood essence, deep within my soul, I can remember being really when I'm really happy and just really in a cool mood, I'm really abundant and I'm really fun to be around with. And there's this time I remember, I'm gonna make this really quick. I'm trying to remember me and my sister and my cousins did a video, and we just had to act out a scene where we're being chased. We're just trying to land ashore, and I was just like trying to learn how to, I was trying to learn how to swim, but my sister was trying to tell me to calm down, but I was just really having fun with it, and I said something, yeah, he'll swim to shore, I'm free. It was just like, it was so cool to experience. I really remember it now. It was just really fun to do that video. I'm not sure where to find that video now, but I remember having so much fun during that day, and I think it was like a museum somewhere in Orange County a long time ago though. But I remember that day, I was really having fun with my cousins, and especially with my sister at the time. Just really having fun, just being a kid, and I remember back now. Remembering it now, it just really puts a big smile on my face, and I really appreciate those beautiful memories. And what Michael really, after doing the healing work from watching Amanda's video now, is just really to tap into, really connect with my inner child, like, and do the stuff I love to do as a kid, whether it be from painting, like watching your favorite cartoons, to really playing your favorite video games. I could just mean in those two things. And also, since I was talking about Superman, he's on my shirt as well. And the same thing with Batman too, because after Superman and Batman, I have so many. Let me tell you, I'm going in circles in this shit. Excuse my language, but I I love superheroes so much that I don't really feel comfortable just putting them like on the list, but I always have a way of like um honoring them in their own unique way. And also when it comes to Superman and Batman, these are the two of my most favorite heroes of all time, especially the Justice League as well, including the Flash, Green Lantern, and they're down the shirt. They all taking a selfie, probably taking a selfie for Wonder Woman and trying to send it to her. So just like the hack really helped me to start MJ and the angels who are really guiding me in my spiritual, guiding me on this life on earth really are helping me right now, just connecting to my inner childhood essence and really just connect to what I really love as a kid, and just like really with superheroes. Superheroes are very important to me as a kid, and I still cherish superheroes until I'm 99 years old, if I ever live to be that old. But back to what I was saying about Michael. Um, I know when I first heard about the accusations and of him just about sexually abusing kids. I know that's a hard thing to say, and it's just, if you guys really, when I'm saying this now, if you guys really don't want to watch this video and you want to just quit quit it now, I totally understand, and I won't hold it against you. But as I was saying about Michael being accused of doing these harmful things to kids, especially the kids who were he was trying to help out and nurse in his mansion, trying to heal and support them in his Heal the World Foundations, where he helps the unprivileged kids from all over the world and come and just really help them in any way you can. It's just, I sat there and just think to myself, like, there's no way someone who really cares about humanity and wants us to evolve in a beautiful way do those kind of things, because to me he doesn't fit the person who really does that, because like for once he was really isolated as a kid. He doesn't. I'm I'm not trying to bash Micah, but I think he's aware of this too now. He's really socially awkward. Like, he didn't know how to talk to people, and when you're sheltered from most of your life since you're 5, without any interaction with kids or adults too, it really tends to, like, you don't know how to communicate yourself out there more. Like, communicate, and to me, I can relate to that with Michael, because when I was little, my mom, when she told me that she started make me do these meetings, because they diagnosed me as having Asperger's syndrome, a really high form of autism. It's just, and that is, like, for those who don't know, it's just a really high form of autism, but I have trouble communicating what I'm about to say. And Michael had that kind of problem too. And I think I realize now that me and him have the really similarities, because we have some trouble getting our point across, and we come out as misunderstood. And with Michael, he was probably a misunderstood person, because no way, to me, no way someone who really wants to bring beauty and harmony in the world will hurt people in such a way. I know he's not perfect. He makes mistakes, just like me, just like everybody else does on this planet. But in his essence and his soul, I really do believe he's an innocent man, and he will never probably do this stuff kind of to anybody. This is just me saying this, not just as a fan, but also just a genuine human being. You guys could disagree all you want, call me, crazy, sick, of a freaking idiot, or anything like that. Those kind of I totally get what you're saying, and I understand, and I can't stop you from expressing how you feel about that, you know, with the trial and the Leaving Neverland thing. But to me, honestly, I think he's innocent. There's no way someone who brings so much heart, trying his very best to really bring harmony and peace and love to this planet and really help us evolve as a human species to really grow in a beautiful, unique way if our actions really harm another being like that, especially to kids, and to really and especially to kids and other beings too, because hurt people really hurt others. And with Michael, he was, I think he was, I say he was hurt. He was hurt. Yeah, I know he dealt with some challenges, but he also made some awesome connections too with people, you know, in his life. I could say with Chris Tucker. Give me one example. Chris Tucker. I remember seeing a video of him and Michael having fun doing the video of what's that video called? Rock My World. There you go. It was a cool video, and as well as with Eddie Murphy, they did a video together too. Who else? Elizabeth Taylor. I know she's a really good friend of Michael. Always been. Actually, she's the one that really helped him celebrate his first Christmas together, believe it or not. And I think there's a lot more people that really. Michaela Calkin, I believe. You know, the kid from. I know the guy from Home Alone movies. He was a really good friend of Michael. They knew each other. He knew each as a kid, and he could say this better than I can, but I say like he even explained that, you know, Michael had trouble explaining himself because he was so socially, he didn't know how to talk to people as good as, you know, Michaela did, because he was just socially isolated as a kid, and he has trouble getting his point across. And I totally get that, because I had that kind of problem too. And, you know, and when you feel misunderstood, especially as a kid, and, you know, especially as you were just, especially you as, like, you know, you expressing your views and you're misunderstood as a kid, it really brings this heaviness towards you and your energy and your well-being. Makes you feel kind of angry, makes you feel kind of sad, makes you isolated. It's like you're pushing someone away. It's like, you know, that energy just pushes you away, makes you isolated, but at the same time, you just want to go back and, just, like, try it again. Like, you know, if you want to, you know, grow as a person, it's like a eternal conflict, you know? And I had that kind of feeling when I was a kid, too, with all the stuff I deal with, as well as, you know, what I can say, like, with my sister, I should say, I think she tried her best, you know, trying to protect me, but also she always trying to hold me back in some ways, because I knew sometimes there are days that I knew what I was doing, and just when it comes to really expressing myself, and really, my sister really probably didn't like that, and really just kind of, not just tease me, but really just trying to ridicule my character, and that really just put a stop to my growth in some degree. But there are times where she was trying to be a big sister and trying to protect me, and I totally get that, you know. But there are days that also, you know, sometimes, you know, when I was trying to express myself, you know, and she's trying to stop me from doing that, I really just I really just put a stop to my abundant energy and helped me stop me grow. And I really kind of had a big effect on my growth, and I'm still working on that to really heal and really just get back to that really abundant energy. And, you know, it's just like, when it comes to like our species alone, like the human race, I'm not gonna. Just gonna come from a place of forgiveness and just really, I forgive them, people what they do. Um, Sometimes we feel a certain way about people, and we we become angry at them, and just we really kill them. And yeah, no, let me take that back. Sometimes they, we're not perfect, and I can't, and we can't help it. No, that's not it either. Oh man, this is hard to explain. Please forgive me here. I'm just trying to explain. I'm coming from a place of forgiveness when it comes to human race, with um, our challenges and our flaws, and especially when accuse when you accuse somebody. I know sometimes we just like to point the finger at people who really are accused of something without any factual evidence, and sometimes we, like in a court of law, I'm not a lawyer, and I don't know the court system that well as I do, but I just say, like, if someone's accused of something, it's really good to really have a really strong criminal case and really get the evidence first before you accuse, and make them have a fair trial, and like then like innocent before, just like let the have evidence that really supports the claims that he's guilty of, and when it comes to really, this ties to really what I was about to say about, as men especially, I know sometimes as guys we're not perfect. We do stupid shit. Excuse my language. We do stuff that really we know we did some harm, especially not to women, to also each other as men, as well as this planet. But also there are men who are really just really done some really good as well. Look at all the inventions we built. Look at all the buildings we created. Look at all the stuff we created with the arts. With music, with paintings, cooking recipes, video game designs, video game stories, scripts, movie scripts, music scripts, rap verses, you name it. Crops, vegetables, fruits, trees, essential oils. I should say, I could list things going on with what men have created, and especially women too. Women have also created useful stuff too. When it comes to the human race, I know they create essential oils as well. I know they create some beautiful fruits, vegetables, inventions. Really, and also, inventions, life, especially. Look how end of divine, and when it comes to women too, I can't speak for women because I'm not a woman, but I know plenty of women in my life that are really awesome people, like my mother, for example. Like she's amazing. It's amazing how she could raise 2 kids and also have a really high-paying job as well. And when it comes to women who can do such tasks as like my mom can, I really honor their divine feminine and their energy and their power for that, because women have their ability. It's beautiful. It's cool that it's beautiful how women can really just find that, do whatever it takes to really take care of the people they love, and especially with their kids and with their careers, and with their especially in their place in society too. It's really beautiful. But I want to talk more about women on that on International Women's Day. But I want to get back to the subject of healing, healing our childhood wounds and our divine individuality, our divine selves, I should say. When it comes to like, when it comes, let me see, let me center myself. When it comes to really, tell someone who's guilty without any evidence, it's just can be really damaging. And sometimes as men as well, I say like we have it rough, but also at the same time that we tend to really, we have a really really awesome, really, like with men, we have a really good support system, but also we have it rough at the same time. And I can't speak for any other men too. I can't speak for all men. It's just me expressing expressing myself, and really just talking about men in society and in general. And I'd be totally wrong to tell men how they're feeling, or how they should feel, or how they can not relate, but what their story is like. And I'd be totally wrong to just tell how men should feel or something, because I'm just come from a place of understanding of, I know what it's like to really be ridiculed, and just really being proven guilty before any evidence being shown, or just really just to say, hey, this guy's guilty, he did this to me and that, and about me improving myself, like if I'm proving my innocence, guilty before he's proven innocent, I should say. I really understand how guys feel about that, because sometimes people like to point the finger. Right now, especially in this time, people like to point the finger, and they just want to, if they're accused of something, that's really like crazy and harmful, they just want to just slap the cuffs on the wrist and throw him in jail before they can prove he's innocent. And that can be really dangerous, and that can really just, when people do those kind of actions, that really can push the divine masculine away. And I can totally sympathize with men who've been accused like that, and also women too, because no person should really experience that kind of guilt without proving he's innocent. But I should say also, I could look in the other perspective, like if there's evidence that he's proven guilty, like hey, so be it. And this is just me saying this. I would hear you did something that's totally immoral and wrong. You gotta pay the actions of your. Gotta be responsible for your actions and consequences. I totally believe in that. But being accused of something without any proof, like factual evidence, it's just really dangerous. And I'm not trying to say I'm really I'm judging people who do that. It's just like I just want to tell people that those kind of actions can have an effect on people, and it could do it could really it has a kind of effect on people where it could really just have some consequences that we're probably really not being ready for or aware of, I should say. And when it comes to leaving, to be honest, I never saw the Leaving Neverland HBO documentary, but I'm not sure if I'm gonna watch it because I think I've seen all the stories I've been following Michael ever since I was a kid, and I think I heard all the stories about all the people he's hung out with, like including including all the kids he's hanging out with, and people who's hanging out with, I should say, and everything like that, and he was associated with, and it's just really I just like I'm just gonna come from a place of just like forgiveness and understanding. And this is to be honest, this video is more than just a Michael Jackson case. Right now, it's like this case is really just shows like what do you really stand for? Like do you believe like everything you say is true, or you're gonna dive in deeper about it? Is this true? Or are you just gonna believe everything you say, what's in front of you? Because sometimes information can be distorted and it can be untrue. It's just people's intention with that information can be really harmful and can be trying to do some real damage out there. And this is me speaking this, but sometimes what we see like on tabloids or just really like on the social media, it can be distorted and it can be have truth or no really true or not true at all. And with this case, and I'm just going to explain more, and when it comes to this case, it really, and with the spiritual work I'm really doing right now with y'all in this space, I really just want to tap into this and really just come to a space as well as this is this true, but as also when it comes to healing our childhood wounds, like also is this true, and also what do you stand for? Do you stand for really abundance? I mean, no, I'll take that back. I can't speak for how people should feel, and what this case really shows me is just like what do we really stand for as individuals? Can we look past the accusations and just really look at what the message is about what Neverland really means, And Neverland can be not just more than just a place, it can be a consciousness too. It could be like, and especially this is ties to what I'm about to do, it's like healing our childhood wounds. It's just like, what does Neverland feel to you when it comes to your inner childhood? Like, what do you love to do as a kid? And what do you love to do, like, how can we heal our childhood wounds and really just spread that healing energy out there to all the people out there in the world that need it, no matter what age? whether 10, 13, 17, 18, or even 21 or 30 or even older, how can we take that healing energy that we all have and spread out there in the world and just kind of like really come from how can really heal our childhood wounds, how we can really tap into our healing, our inner childlike energy. And as well as, it comes to really what we stand for, how can we, what do you stand for? Like, do you stand for light? You stand for the light, or do you stand for, what do you stand for? I should say. Right now, I'm totally going in circles right now. I do apologize for those that are confused out there. I totally get that. But right now, I just really want to connect. Just going to do a quick meditation exercise, to really connect to our childhood essence that we all have as individuals, whether you're a man or a woman. I am totally still new to this, but I am like, I have the courage to really step out of my comfort zone and just really try something new, as well as growing with you guys, because I'm not to call myself a spiritual teacher, but as a spiritual student on earth, I have always been afraid of stepping outside my comfort zone. And today, right now, doing this video, connecting with you guys live, I'm willing to step outside my comfort zone and really just be vulnerable with you, and be vulnerable and raw with you guys. And with me, when it comes to myself, I'm just going to explain this right now. I'm willing to really just connect with my inner child and really just spread that out there, spread that healing energy, and heal that kind of childhood wounds that really affected me, and really send that really healing energy out there to the world, to you guys, because I really care about, I really want this human race to really to raise their vibration in the world, to really embrace their beauty, but also have the courage to really endure their challenges as well as people, because we all have light and dark out there, and when we appreciate our beauty and really and also be aware of our challenges and our darkness that really comes up as well, and we appreciate the light and the dark, so to speak, we can, I believe that really we can really evolve as people, and we just can find a way to really just ways to really grow and just grow as individuals in a really unique level. So for those, I'm about to really do a really hard, really quick meditation. For those who have been following my Blissful Heroes YouTube page, I really love talking about essential oils. And since Mercury's in retrograde today, and what Mercury in retrograde is all about is it's a really good time to really set your intentions and what you want to do. Set your intentions, like in your reality, especially what you want to manifest, and really communicate with that as well. because what you manifest is going to be your reality. And for me, I want to create absolute abundance, appreciation, understanding, connections, beautiful connections, and relationships with my personal life, and also what I do, and also my professional life as well. And I'm really willing to do whatever it takes to do that. And for those who are essential oil nuts like myself, since Mercury retrograde is all about communications, two essential oils that really stood out to me today are lavender, you guys can see this, and also spearmint. And now these two, lavender is really the, you guys don't know, I'm going to say a little quick info. This is an oil of communication, and spearmint's an oil of confident speech. So together, these two essential oils energetically can help you communicate with your inner child and help you connect to your childhood essence. And if you guys don't have any essential oils, that's totally cool. You guys can still do this activity at your own pace and time. You're not obligated to really do this. You guys could cancel this video if you guys not comfortable watching this any longer. If I'm wasting your time, or I'm really just so blabbing on like blah, blah, blah. It's like, is this guy ever stop talking? You guys feel free to stop watching this video, or just leave a comment of how I can improve. But for me, for those who are spirit, health and wellness and spirituality lovers, I'm gonna use like a drop of lavender and spearmint right now, and really connect to my childhood essence and energy right now. And if you guys it'll be like, if you guys can still doing this exercise with me, like, it's cool to just get something like that really connects to your childhood, like your childhood essence, I should speak. It can be like a picture like when you were a kid, or it could be like something else that you love to do as a kid. Like, for example, like for me, I have a picture of my grandpa when I was a baby right here. If you guys could see this, as well as here's I am as a baby. And I was just a little tyke, as well. Well, also I have also connect to my childhood essence as my game controller. I love to play video games. So if you guys really have that, you can find anything, or they just come from a place that really, if you have a memory of like connecting to your childhood essence, that's just stuff that you love to do, feel free to do so. And just really just connect to your heart space. And just breathe this beautiful, connect to your childhood essence within. And when we're connecting to our childhood essence, just get connected from within, and just be one with your inner childhood essence. And just allow yourself to really appreciate your inner child for what it is, and who they are, and what you are as a person. Just appreciate that inner child that we all have within. And just come from this place of love and understanding. And just, if there is pain right there of neglecting our inner child, just come from a really beautiful place of understanding. And just say, I'm sorry that I neglected you for so long. And for those who really are feeling good about their childhood essence. Really, it's good to remember a place or a time where you felt alive as a kid, doing what you love to do. Whether it's playing with your favorite toys or spending time with your favorite people, or riding a bicycle, playing your favorite game, favorite Barbie, favorite action figure. You name it, whatever that resonates with you as a kid, love that dearly within your soul. And just really appreciate your childhood essence appreciate your inner childhood essence for what it is, how beautiful it is to really just come from a place of love and understanding and forgiveness. Because what happened to it, the pain that has happened to us, it's painful experience, I know. And the world can be a very, very, very rough place to be. And the density can be rough too. But once we start to heal and love ourselves, our inner selves, our inner childhood essence, we can really heal the wounds that affected us for so long and come from a place of absolute love and understanding and help evolve and tap into our uniqueness that we all possess, to really tap into that childhood essence of where you can spark that creativity, that power, that beauty, that abundant energy that we all possess, and really just tap deep into that. Breathing that in, embracing it. As we connect into our childhood essence as individuals, just when you feel that kind of warm kind of feeling, just give it a big squeeze, a hug. Just tell your inner child it's okay. I got you, and I'll always be there with you. You'll always be part of me. I'll never neglect you again. As we breathe in, embracing our childhood essence, just open our eyes, or if they're open, that's cool too, and just see how you feel, in general. Do you feel grounded beneath your feet? Do you feel alive? Do you feel abundant, warm, or just happy? Feel free to explain how this felt to you during this exercise at your own pace and time. If you don't want to comment, that's beautiful too. I totally understand where you're coming from, and I won't hold it against you because I can't tell you how you should feel or what to do. You have
that's the beauty of free will. You have your own choice to make, and you have every right to not comment or do anything that you're not comfortable doing. But I will say this: if we want to really evolve beautifully as a human species, it's good to really step outside our comfort zone and heal the wounds that really affected us for so long as individuals. And really take a stand for what we believe in and what we're going to stand for. Whether it's for beauty, harmony, peace, love, understanding, for all walks of life. It can be from anything. It can be not just about this case either. It can be from the state of the oceans to the well-being of our people, the human race, whether you're Asian, African American, African, Irish, Italian, German, Japanese, Chinese, Native American, you name it. It can be to our young ones as well, our future generations. It can be the state of the animals, the state of our trees, our plants, our fruits, our vegetables. Our carbon footprints, our technology, our medicine, how we heal ourselves, our professions, what our passions are in life. What do you really stand for? Allow that, really embrace what you stand for and honor that truly to your hearts and to your minds. But embrace that in your body. Let that guide you at your own pace and time. For those who are still watching this, I really appreciate you and thank you for sticking with me to really doing this exercise and really just tapping into your inner child and healing it from within. For those, I know sometimes, people, you can't please people who do what they do, and we can't please everybody. But there is something for everybody out there, and I believe that the work I'm doing can really help somebody out there in the world, and I'll continue to do that to this day. People have the right to really dislike what I'm doing, or like what I'm doing as well. I can't please everybody, and I'm totally accepting of that, because if I try to please everybody, that's just really destroying my essence as well. And if we really want to create beauty and harmony in the world, especially within ourselves, we really have to set those beautiful boundaries within ourselves to not harm ourselves that way. And to do that, we have to set healthy boundaries. And with that, I just can't, I know you have to learn to, that I can't please everybody out there in the world, but the work I'm doing can really help people out there who really need this, that can really help them. I mean, this is for all. This is not just for me, for my ego gratification. This is for absolutely true healing out there in the world. To really help people tap into their childhood essence, to really tap into their inner joy, what they love to do, what they stand for, to really heal those wounds, help them grow, being a really kind of consciousness and vibe, to really to evolve such in a way that it's just like it's, you know, there's problems out there in the world and you're not perfect, but you always have a awareness and understanding that you can rise above it, that you can evolve into a unique individual, whether you're a man and a woman, to really honor your power, honor your childhood essence, honor what you stand for, honor what you love, what's beautiful about yourself. Be aware of the challenges that we face, our flaws that we have, all of that, you know. And to me, there's always going to be a space for for everyone that really wants to do this kind of work. And I'll help you continue to support you in any way I can. And from the bottom of my heart, and from my mind, body, and soul, I appreciate you all as individuals. As, I wouldn't just say individuals, as people on earth. And I wish you all nothing but the best in life. Sending so much love, harmony, understanding, and appreciation to all of you out there watching this video. And if you guys, I appreciate you guys for watching this. If you guys really love this video, hit the subscribe button. And hit the bell to get any notifications on any videos I'm about to do. And so I can keep you all updated. For those who are watching my personal channel, I'll keep you guys updated with all the latest videos that I'll talk about. For those who really follow my Blissful Heals channel, feel free to check out the website or follow the social media pages on there as well, on Facebook and Instagram. And also there's going to be a Twitter page too, coming out March 10th, which is the anniversary of community I created as well. So I'll keep you updated about that as well. And I wish you guys nothing but unlimited love and success out there with your dreams and with your health and with your goals too. And I'll see you guys around next time. Much love.